Last episode, the capital was besieged by Duchess Arnbjorg of up north, the Norse people. Because, of course, there would be Norse people right next to us attacking Detroit. Why the hell not? Welcome back to After the End, where things like that just happen. She has since come under attack by yet another faction, so she is retreating from our capital and has revoked her occupation, shall we say, for lack of a better word. So that maybe we don't get a game over immediately once again anyway. Not that I can do much about that, that is all down to our friend and patrician, but maybe friend no longer. He's proven himself unworthy of a man who is capable of controlling this new republic in his hands. We almost lost everything we've worked so hard to get, so I think it's time for Overseer Coleman, the liberator of Detroit, to be remembered as Overseer Coleman and maybe no longer be the leader of Detroit. We are one of the most powerful houses. In fact, House Neurorom here has really, I mean, they've really pushed the boat out. Look at that. They've already got 4 trade posts. I think we need to do the same and get an edge on that. Use our power, our wealth to buff ourselves up and maybe take the Republic for ourselves. Because I don't think that guy can be trusted anymore. He's fighting 2 losing wars. This one is an offensive war that he's sincerely fucked up. Detroit, more me in war for the city of Perrysburg, which he's failed. We could offer to join him. I don't see the point. He's already proven that he's an incapable ruler, so you know what? Even more so. Can we resign as your marshal? You are on your own. Let the realm burn, because I'm not helping him out anymore. The Regency for Patrician... See... Oh, well, I thought that was us then, but no, it's just a guy who looks exactly like us. Because last episode we had grey hair. Now we don't, for whatever reason. Nice. 100 gold. So we actually did lose 50 gold because of one of those events that... that basically... No, he's offering us... Commander. No, you're on your own. I told you. We're done with you now. We can shut the gates because of an enemy host here who are currently burning the city down once again. This is going to kill our trade for a very, very long time. Can't believe this guy. And he is now, in his infinite wisdom, decided to hide. Like the coward that he is. You need to go. He's also apparently highly suspicious. Has he made some sort of deal, perhaps, behind the scenes to put himself in charge? Okay, that crusade failed. To put himself in charge of Detroit. Who did he sell his soul to do that, I wonder? Some sort of secret underground agency, perhaps. What has he got? Oh, he's got an ancient firearm. Okay, that's kind of cool. So as the Rust Cultists, we obviously collect ancient technology. And I'd really love to actually do that. So let's go on another salvage expedition and see what we can find here. We've got 230 gold. What we should also be doing then is building other trade posts. Trade posts? I don't think we're quite that far northern, are we? Okay, so what have we got then kicking around? Maybe some on... Man, a lot of these have already been built on. We'll just go within our neighborhood, I guess, and just sort of go for places near that. I assume actual provinces on the trade posts will have already been grabbed up. This one here would be kind of good. Sudbury. How much root do we need for that? 257 gold. I'm going to save up for that and grab that one because it's clearly quite a powerful province. I don't know why that is. Somewhere in Ontario, by the looks of it, but it is also a fairly rich province, so we'll go for that one when we can afford it. In the meantime, let's go on an expedition and see if we can't grab ourselves some stuff. So as it says here, people of the Rust Cultist faith, sites of that are most likely going to be salvaged already. So I'm just going to say that'll be my destination and see what we can get. Last time we had the opportunity before the war kicked off to basically get rid of the junk that we found or sell off the junk that we found and try and look for something better. So we'll try and do that until we get something kind of cool. Consult with the tech priests. I'm going to do that and see what they have to tell us because of our high learning. We might as well do it. It's only 5 gold anyway, so I don't really see the downside to that. All right. I'm excited to see what artifacts they've actually added, because obviously for a society based around hunting down artifacts or getting salvage or whatever, it seems fairly valuable. We're about to lose the war with these guys, but as it's an offensive war that we're losing, it won't have any effect on us, just on the guy in charge there, and he's now completely out of gold. Minus 42. Salvage in Washtenor. These American names are going to screw me every single time. Your expedition has turned up very little valuable salvage. You haven't explored many ruined buildings, and everywhere you look, you find the ruins picked clean. Disappointing? Oh, there's another site nearby we could check. Your salvage expedition continues. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. I assume it's going to cost us gold, maybe, to keep the salvage ongoing. I'm not entirely sure. Courtney's pregnant. That's fine. Understandable. She's also very, very good because of the prodigy trait. So, hopefully, if we can get a son with that, that'd be incredible. Micro Liberty has the pox. Well, is that just the base game pox? Yeah, it's just the base game. Smallpox. It is -3 to everything. Goddamn anti-vax is probably doing that one for us. We've got many, many open council positions, mainly because we haven't got anyone to fill the seats, to be honest with you. Maybe we should hire some more people, invite some nobles to court, things like that. It's only 2.3 gold. Benzene, Hugo, Durant, welcome. You guys will do. Hopefully they'll do anyway. We could also invite a holy man, which seems good. Okay. So let's go. Steward. Who have we got? 17 is very, very good. Welcome aboard. Spymaster with 5 skill. Really? That's not good. Durant, though, was a good court chaplain. Man, you guys suck. You guys really suck. We've got a terrible council, but as an unlanded character, you kind of expect that. So let's get him collecting taxes in our home. It's only 4.6. I don't know if that affects the trade post. I assume it would, because it's in that province, obviously. Spy Master. We could have him study technology. That seems like something we would do. So there's the sort of biggest factions in After the End are the Holy Columbian Confederacy. There's also SoCal, I believe, is the place with the deposed emperor. So there's like a figurehead emperor somewhere. Here he is. So this guy is an emperor who's been declared incapable. So I tried playing as him, but it's very, very difficult. He's just a figurehead. Trying to reclaim power as this guy seems very, very hard, but might be a fun future playthrough. He's got his Imperial Palace there, which gives him a lot more bonus as well. But these guys all will have some sort of spiritualist, sort of, us are showing very smart style characters. But yeah, in terms of those guys, the Sierra Madre, there is Brazil as well, that isn't quite on the map, but has a chance to turn up later on. Caribbean Empire is also very powerful, but generally it's the Holy Columbian Confederacy seem very, very strong. The last time we played down here as the Mouse, as Diz Waltney, or Elias Waltney there. So that was very, very fun, but obviously they're not very powerful in this game. They are just a tribal. So these guys are the ones to watch, I think, especially as we have to grab some land from, I believe, people who also follow their faith. Who are these guys? Anabaptists. We've got, so yeah, these ones here, the Americanists are the ones we might have to go to war with, because I know we've got some holy sites around there, but that's a long time away anyway. We won't worry about that. That's a lot of future that we don't have to worry about. Okay, so we can't go on another expedition, so I see my current expedition is still ongoing. Recruit a court physician, which I think is probably not a bad idea. We've got a very good physician anyway. This guy wants cheese and wine. He is the sort of slothful, drunkard, gluttonous guy. He's also not that great. Even though he's a renowned physician, it is learning that is the primary one. Let's not go for that. Let's just put our other guy in charge, honestly. Durant, with his 15 learning, you'll do designated heir, because we are playing a republic. Oh shit, Prime is already... I forgot about that. Prime is already a prodigy. Hopefully we're educating him. I'm sure I would have set that all up, but it can't hurt to double check, huh? So Prime, I remember it. So we had to reload to get Flogi's Techmon enabled, and last time we had a son that was born club-footed, and then when I reloaded, he was born a daughter with a stew, which was kind of a bonus, and then this kid was born afterwards. Okay, yeah, he's been educated by his mother, and he's coming out very well. He's 2 years old, he's got 6 in everything, and 7 in stewardship. Not too terrible. Obviously, he starts with 6 in everything, so he's a prodigy, and sickly is gone. I guess the physician got to him. 50 gold down the drain. That's a shame because we weren't too far off being able to build that other trade post. Maybe we should just build some others to start off with, you know? Just some cheap boys to actually generate something. Money sat in the treasury is money that is being wasted, essentially, because, you know, we're not growing with it. We're not using it to the best of our opportunity. 150. Why can't we build one there, then? 207, because this guy doesn't really like us too much. Yeah, we're going to struggle to find trade posts, because a lot of other people nearby have already swallowed them up. We could build one there. Port Huron. They would be a lot richer there. Obviously, the smallpox. Let's build it there, because it's also kind of close to our capital, so why the hell not? Alright. Money, like I said, just sitting there is money that's not turning a profit for us. Some house died. No, those are the guys next in line, so their houses... Oh, nice, that's good. So their trade posts then get redistributed amongst the other houses. So we actually gained another trade post of Lambton there. Nice, thank you. Appreciate that. We had a son called Martin. Oh my god, he's also a prodigy. This is some great early game luck here, besides the game over. It wasn't caused by me, like I said. Nothing I could have done in that one. We need to know the name of a machine. Washing. Washing is a good one. Washing machine, micro machine, obviously Prime Liberty. Prime is going to be the name of the Prime son, the one that we want to inherit, the one to take over the realm. Then we've got Fax machine, of course. I was like, what the hell does faux liberty mean? I don't realize I've actually written fax there. A new grey house. Oh shit, another one has died. Traditional House Cass is gone. So I guess these were all people who basically seized a little bit of power. Oh man, we gained one of their trade posts too. Chortakwa. Am I saying that right? I have no idea. These names mean nothing to me. These words mean nothing to me. Native American pronunciations I'm never going to get right. Rash. Okay, I thought we're on a journey. We're actually away from court. I didn't realize you still had a chance of getting the pox in your capital if you were technically not at your capital. That's smallpox too, so that's kind of a heffin' bad boy there. We got good symptom treatment, which is nice. Oh my god, please don't die immediately. I believe in you. We did, in fact, gain smallpox. Okay. Now we seek treatment for illness immediately. I assume the event has already fired, seeing as we can't. There we go. Brave trait. I mean, there's a chance of it completely curing it. There's also a chance of it completely killing us dead. Let's just go for as long as you know what you're doing. There we go. We're fine. Nothing to worry about there, then. That's +2 health to everything. So it's only a -1 overall. And I think he's healthy enough that shouldn't affect him. We could get unlucky. Our wife already has it. Our wife actually is dead as dicks. As long as this Prime Liberty doesn't get it. 100 gold. And all it took was our wife dying horribly. Let's get remarried. There's nobody. Oh, because we're a low-born, unlanded man. Of course, we're checking our own house. Well, there's not many women here, apparently. Okay. Prodigy. Let's see what we've got. Gender, women. Like I said a couple of episodes ago, we were insanely useful. insanely lucky to have found... Oh, yes. We're insanely lucky to have found a woman who was in our realm, unmarried, with the prodigy trait. Look, we haven't got anyone else here. 530. So I'm going to go for maybe someone who's, I believe, wise is the stage below that. So that's a replacement for genius. She would do. She's not too bad. What about you? Oh, she's way better. Wise, attractive. I was kind of ignoring it because of Master Theologian. But to be honest, she's got so many other traits that it... Okay. She's also just a random woman. What if we send her a gift? 30. That's not enough to buy a favor, I don't believe. It is. Okay, then. Nice. So we can actually get her to court. She'll do. Welcome. And let's invite to court. Push the favor through because she's not related to any lords or anything. We can bring her over. Chances are she was like a court position that guy had hired there. And then we'll just marry her. Boom. 10 out of 10. She's a much better wife because she's got wise and she's got attractive. So if we get a son with both of those, I prefer that to a son with just prodigy, to be honest with you. Lords of Detroit have proved absolute rule, despite the fact that Overseer Coleman is an idiot who almost caused the round to completely fall apart. I love that we're no longer his friend. That's very good. Can we maybe kill his son off? 32%. Maybe later on, but he's got obviously high diplomacy. There's people like him. This guy's high intrigue, so we won't be able to kill him either. If we could get rid of House Kirkpatrick, that would make us the final surviving house. Oh my god, we're up to 5 trade posts because of the amount of people dying of pox. That's very, very cool. It's declaring more wars. Shit, that's insane. We're actually making a lot of gold right now. 7.92 for an unlanded character is quite a lot. Now, I would like to fix the whole unlanded character aspect of things. You're not fantastic, but you'll do. Mainly because that's going to limit the amount of events we can do, right? We can't interact with Brazil, the Brazilian Empire. We can't speak with, or we can't, set crown focus. We can't get certain events, essentially. And then we can do even less because we're not a duke as well. But that's obviously something for the much, much distant future. How would we do it? I guess we just go to war, right? We just go to war the standard base game way. What about you? You've got 1,800 men. We can't declare war because of why exactly? We need a valid casus belli. Okay, we're fairly limited. Let's start fabricating some claims then to try and get a province lined up. You've only got 9, but as an unlanded character... Oh, man. 3.8% yearly. Holy shit. We've got to find someone... Okay, I'm just going to reset all. I'm going to say... What is that? Secretary Sam the Tenacious of the Electoral College. Legendary. This figure is only known through oral tradition, fragmentary old world documentation, or is simply surrounded by so much myth that no one can separate fact from fiction. An immortal, legendary... So this guy is most likely the same as what Isis is in the Historical Immersion Project, in that he is a character that exists in the game solely to drive certain events. So to make certain events easier to set up there, to save event targets, that type of thing anyway. It's all about diplomacy. Join core, yes. Wow, really? Because we're that much of a nobody. Well, that kind of sucks. Let's say ruler, no. Diplo range, yes. Let's see what we've got. We need men as well, because I think only men can serve on our council right now. Roscoe, Spymaster of Blackshear, we could potentially invite over. Buy a favor from him. Send him a gift, buy a favor. We actually could get him over here. Nice. Okay, send him a gift. Oh, no, he's Chancellor. Shit, what a waste of gold. So this guy we could bring over. 22, sure. There's -1 opinion of us. Might be kind of difficult to buy a favor from him, but yes, he will take that. Cool. Okay, well, there's our new diplomat right there. Let's invite to court, push the favor through. I'm spending a lot of money to get this guy on board. I hope he's worth it. But again, I'm prioritizing expansion, getting claims as soon as possible so we get access to more gameplay features. Fabricate claims is now 20% yearly rather than 6%, so in roughly, what, 5 years' time we should have ourselves a claim there. 5-6 years. Let's go for, I mean, what have we got? We want one on the coast. Which one is better? Toledo, but barely, I think. It also counts as Michigan. This one counts as Ohio, so we'll go for Toledo then. All right. Nice work. Wait, is he actually in the right province? He's sort of on the border a little bit there. He's in Toledo. Okay, good. That should hopefully help out a lot, and he's already got a claim. The madman's actually done it. Okay, so now we can push for our claim on this, guys. We've got 1,800 men. We have 493, but if we save enough gold, let our tax tick up a little bit, bring in some cash in, and then go to war when we can afford it, basically. Maybe afford to hire some troops. We could borrow some money as well and maybe test that out. We feel better. No more smallpox. 10 out of 10. Okay, now another thing we can do with Flogi's Tech Mod is borrow some money from moneylenders, but there are no moneylenders. Really? We can't borrow money? We have to be landed. Interesting. That's a good balancing feature for random patricians not being able to make a fortune very, very quickly. All right. So we're making a good amount of gold anyway. What's happened with this pilgrimage? Is it just bugged out? Is it just... Because we seem to be just permanently... Okay, there we go. Money's gone, money's back. We don't seem to be getting any more events. We've been almost permanently away from court at this stage. Can only be trusted, another 50 gold lost. When do I When do I make the call that actually maybe we should just give up on this and remove the trait traveling? This does not seem to be working. That's very good. Wow. I've also gone for business focus, primarily so we can debase the mints and be able to afford some troops a bit quicker. So the second we're landed, it's going to put us the most powerful character in the realm outside of the Overseer himself. And even then, if we become elected Overseer as a landed character, that would be very, very strong. Then we would be uncontestable. My wife is pregnant, even though we're still traveling away, huh? I feel like this is bugged out, so I might remove that trait. Let's just give it a little more time. I'll give it a bit more. I'm sure I'm misinterpreting the signs. Now, if we could get a genius, attractive son, that would be, that'd be very good. I'd be very impressed by that. I think he would be our new designated heir. Obviously, this... Oh, shit, this kid needs a guardian. We can't educate him, though, because we're away from court. You're not bad. No, you're better. Let's go for you. Zacharias, educate my son. Shall I call it now? Woodward. He's attractive. Attractive and clubfoot. I need a new machine. I'll think of something in a second. Hang on. Let's go for thrift, then. Because you don't have anything. What's a machine? Man. What can I... Something machine. I've got fax machine. Cash machine. Classic. Cash machine also seems pretty good for a guy that's potentially going to be part of a republic. Obviously, I'll add to the trade post on it as well. I think we're just going to come home. So let's, I'm just going to quickly, just bear with a second. I'm just going to char info that one. Okay, on pilgrimage. Remove traits on pilgrimage, because I think it may have bugged out a little bit there. We'll try again in a second. Right, Toledo, let's see what you've got for me. I'm going to grab this, because I think this will open up the game massively to us. I think this is going to help out a huge amount. 400, I should have really checked if there are any mercenaries willing to join us before I declared that, huh? We can hire these guys. That's so it's only going to cost us 238 gold. They're 15 gold a month. That's going to give them for almost 10 months. On top of the troops we've got already, I think we've got this in the bag. We've got to be quick. Like, very, very quick. So let's get you on the center. We've really got no other commanders. I suppose because we're on land, we actually can't set up many commanders. You're okay. It's better than not having anyone. Let's put it that way. Oh, but he's a counselor, isn't he? Doing what exactly? Was it Zacharias? So we don't need him fabricating the claim anyway, so that's fine. Let's go Prime. Let's go Zacharias. Good luck. Regency has ended. We are back. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that event. I'll have to check what has caused that. It might just be the fact that we're unlanded or something like that might also play a part in it. The game might not know how to deal with that. Okay, we've got new important decisions. Obviously, recruit court position, salvage expedition. I see my chaplain died. Great. Well, let's just invite... no, let's go for a court position. I was going to say let's invite a holy man, but court positions tend to be good at positioning. And the learning stat determines how good they are at a priest anyway, whereas priests are generally good at learning, but not necessarily as good at positioning. Okay, we got this guy. Yeah, he'll do. 24 gold. Sure. And the other one uses piety anyway, so boom, welcome aboard. And he's also our court position. Region, I don't really care. Our wife is very good. Actually better than everyone else. Designated heir will be... Whoever comes out better, but for now, Prime, as he's older, is obviously slightly better educated and will do as a better character. Do we want to educate you then? I guess we'll do better. We've got Patient, which gives bonuses to education, so we'll absolutely educate. Prime Liberty will educate Prime Liberty. 40% war score. Incredible start. So we are at war with this guy here, aren't we? So let's actually move these troops back and take him out. We've got the war goal, so that's going to give us a ticking war score. Let's kill his troops. Good riddance. Nice, well done. And let's turn the speed down a little bit. Speed 5 in this is nuts. Like, it's so fast. It's a very well optimized mod, evidently. Let's also go for his capital, and then... As a landed character, we are really going to be able to start to speed things up. This game makes me want to play Fallout a lot. I am actually kind of tempted to do Fallout New Vegas on stream now. If you guys are interested in that, let me know, because that seems like it would be kind of a fun time. I'm going to salt this down, because like I said, they're mercenaries, so I don't really give a shit about them. Plus, we need to get this war done as soon as possible, and that has done that. Thank you very much. Boom. Excellent. Prime the Usurper. Excellent. We're actually a landed character now. That's so good. So we're now the second most powerful person in the Republic. Arguably the most powerful, seeing as not only do we have land, but we also have way more money and we control the trade post in the capital. So that's very, very useful. Well, let's put our troops down and get rid of these. I can get rid of the mercenaries now. Let's put our troops down. Awesome. Idle council members. So let's get you, I guess, fabricating claims. So what is this duchy, the part of the strip? What does that count as? Oh, it's just this one. We cannot create or usurp a title of the same rank or higher than our liege. We could become independent and start our own republic, but that sort of defeats the point, huh? And what's he got? Have we got... Do we want to start grabbing other provinces in Michigan, maybe? So what about you here? Fort Wayne has 3,600 men. With our money, there's no reason we can't do that. So I'm going to grab Jacksonopoly next. Jacksonopolis. I don't know how you say it in America. Let's pick a new ambition then. Let's go for... Acquire a title. Gains any title from liege. So we want more land and another title. Okay, groom and heir gives 20% fertility. I'm still holding out for that genius attractive son, so let's roll with that one instead. And let's crank the speed back up for a while. Alright, nice. So look how much more we've got to do now. We've got just a whole bunch of decisions. We can also borrow some money if we feel like it. Let's go on another salvage expedition. Maybe it just bugged out last time when we were called into war, or maybe something else just clogged up the event pipes there. This will be my destination, so Black Swamp. Sure, let's go for it, see what we can find. Start with the tech priests. And let's set out with our men. So this event seems to be the big sort of driving factor of this. Oh, absolutely, I'll support the Carpenters Guild. This seems to be a big factor of this. Oh, nice, there we go, it's actually working now. Of this religion, or of this playstyle. So hopefully we can do these a lot more. You hoped the wooden reinforcement beams would be enough, but one of them slipped. The sentries have not been kind to the crumbling concrete and rusty iron. The whole unstable mess is coming down around you. Run for it. I won't let debris stand in my way. Gain the trait Brave. 50% chance of being wounded, and our expedition ended. But we gained Brave, no matter what, so I'm absolutely going for that one. We just got Brave. Cool. Your expedition has turned up a few items of salvage in the ruined buildings and tunnels. You uncover several artifacts, though you've not yet found the kind of major prize you were hoping for. So last time we were able to sell them and move on, but I guess because we've already done it once before, I say, hey, at least I found something. Excellent. We got old world machinery. Ooh. Amongst a wreck of disintegrated iron, you find a fabulously preserved piece of old world machinery. Though stained with rust, the beautiful object itself does not seem to have rusted. It is about 3 feet across, irregularly shaped with half a dozen holes perfectly cut partway through it. It's constructed from a metal that's lighter from iron. What is that then? 3 feet across, irregularly shaped, lighter than iron, so something aluminium. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I guess we'll maybe find out in a second. Oh, we can actually carry on. That's cool. What is it? It's an engine. I thought it might be an engine. Right, so keep the salvage for ourselves. Someone will buy these trinkets, or I will donate these artifacts to the tech priest to study. That's a nice little mechanic, so you can increase the moral authority. And, of course, if you're a reformed religion or trying to become reformed, that's a very cool little mechanic there. If we get all the holy sites, which we definitely should be getting... Wait, was that one of our holy sites? Oh, we have the... Oh, because it's controlled by the Rust Faith. I see, got it. Excellent. All right. What do we do then? Keep it. So what is it? What bonus is it? I assume it's just prestige. Oh, it gives learning +1. I will keep it, I think. Or we gain 40 gold and sell it. I will keep it. I think that's useful. Thank you. The ridge is ended. We're home with a cool little bit of machinery. That was quite a cool little event. And how many times can we do that? So we can't just immediately sell again. I assume there's some sort of cooldown on it, maybe. Recent salvage. There you go. So we can probably do it again every 2 years. We should be doing that every single time. Let's compose a book. Now, I'm going to go for managing a realm in the hopes that we get how to build a well, or whatever the hell the equivalent is in this for the build time reduction. Speaking of which, let's start building up our home base here. And we've got a lot of extra stuff, because obviously I've installed some building mods. Alright, we could... Might be a bit risky, so I like having the money available to borrow from moneylenders as a sort of backup in case we're getting into a war that perhaps we can't win. Last episode, for example. But for now, I'm going to take that money out and we're going to upgrade our mansion with it a little bit. So I'm going to save up until we got 403 gold, and we're going to go for that, which will allow us to not only keep our trade posts, because if you die or things like that can happen, you can actually lose trade posts. Or your vassal, your liege, sorry, can say, hey, give me that, and you can actually just straight up yoink it. We're going to save up. Oh, man. Or we can get a claim on Jacksonopoly there and keep expanding. Okay, fine. I love the speed at which this mod runs. We can get so much more done with a single episode. I love that. Especially when playing as an unlanded character or account. There's not a lot to do, is there? So I'm kind of glad that we don't have to edit these massively down, because the editing does ruin the flow of the videos, I'd say. But we've got a lot to do. We've got a lot to do now, which is great. Mainly, again, because of the speed. Rust cultists from a nearby realm are attempting to salvage old-world artifacts from your lands. The president seems to be drawing an ire of the local Rust cultist population who are preparing a confrontation. So, I assume this is intended as an event that other rulers are supposed to get whenever people turn up and salvage from them that aren't of your culture. But I guess my headcanon for this would be that it's our artifacts, don't salvage our own shit. So let's avoid bloodshed. So this guy, Machinist Otto, is offering to buy some land. Castle tax minus 50%. We're not getting any castle tax anyway. Oh, we are now. What's the tax from? Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Absolutely, I am. Of course I am. And that gives us stewardship +1. Why am I doing that? Well, that means we can immediately invest it straight back into the mansion, which gives us more tax anyway. So that's absolutely fine. 10 out of 10. Okay, let's build up our trade post here too. So let's go for... We go for flat tax income. Honestly, there's probably better buildings we can get if we want. Yeah, like this one's better for flat tax income. I think this is going incredibly well all of a sudden. We've gone from... We're getting very lucky as well. That's a huge amount of luck involved, which is definitely part and parcel of the of the experience. Let's go on another salvage expedition. I think these are a very cool little system here, randomly getting artifacts. I've always loved artifact hoarding ever since they've added it to CK2, so this is winning me over. Salvage expedition. We have found Jacksonopoly, of course. They are Rust Cultist. Maybe it's just your immediate borders that you can go on a salvage expedition to. So the more the realm expands, the more opportunities we'll have to salvage from people who aren't our religion, and that will, of course, give us opportunities to get maybe rarer loot. But it may also, from the event that we've just seen, give us opportunities to get into conflict and bloodshed. Apparently, according to that last event. Anyway, this will be my destination. Let's see what we've got. We're going to consult the tech priest. Well, last time we got the option to pick both of these, so fingers crossed. There we go. Nice. I'm happy to spend 10 gold on that, because we always make more than that anyway. Looks like the minimum amount of gold is 30 just for a standard artifact. Okay, speaking of which, we've got a search for a smith. I'm just seeing if there's anything else worth doing. Tell a campfire story. Let's try that out when we get home as well. Unfriendly locals. You arrive in Jacksonopolis, and many of the local residents are distrustful to outright hostile towards you and your men. You notice them watching you surreptitiously and talking amongst themselves, and have a difficult time finding a place to rest. Keep a low profile. We're well armed, they won't risk attacking us, which I assume is only an option because we picked the armed guard, obviously, to come with us. Let's try and keep a low profile and see what we can do with that. Salvage in Jacksonopolis. Your expedition has turned up a very little valuable salvage, not really much of a shocker there. Pick another site, let's see what we can do. And then we've got Collapse again. We've already got the trait Brave, so I planned for this risk, gain 5 prestige, sure. I wonder what that does for us. Your expedition has turned up a few items of useful salvage. There we go, at least I found something. And there we go. Oh, this is cool. They discovered a cache of corroded coins from the old world. The coins were inexplicably made of a base metal rather than gold or silver, dramatically reducing their value as working currency. Still, they might be worth... Okay, so we found, like, what, a bunch of nickels and dimes, essentially. Cool. Keep them for myself. They haven't actually been added to our treasury yet. I guess because they're worthless, so we just gain the prestige out of it, because they're not any good at all. We could sell them for 20 gold as sort of like a curio, but they just give us prestige otherwise by the looks of it. Let's try and see if maybe doing that... No, because it would say add artifacts to the treasury, so we'll just sell them for some gold. Gold is more useful to us immediately anyway, obviously as a Merchant Republic. Alright, I always love playing Merchant Republics, by the way, because I feel like they're just the ultimate CK2 experience. You've got the politics, you've got the claims, you've got the succession system to worry about, more so than playing Primogeniture. You've got this whole other system in terms of trade posts. I think it's just the best way to play CK2, isn't it? The constant threat of being usurped in the Republic as well is just very, very fun. They tend to be quite overpowered, though, I will admit. That tends to be a little bit of an issue. I'm going to be doing a lot of rebalancing for Flogi's tech mod as well. So if you're concerned things are going to get out of hand, I'm going to adjust a lot of stuff. It doesn't need too much balancing because a lot of it's tech point dependent, and obviously we're not getting any goddamn tech points. So, you know, in terms of having a big, generally feudal empire, it can be quite an unbalanced mod. But for us, it might be okay. I might not actually have to do too much. All right, what do I want to build then? Actually, don't know. Why don't we just stick to our capital for now, our actual house? Because those tend to be, or that will tend to be probably the most beneficial to us. So your house generally tends to follow you to your, wherever you're landed, right? So that isn't so much a place as it is a, how would I describe that? It's an idea. House Liberty is an idea. Welcome to America. That should affect the build time modifier, I think, now. There we go. It did actually recalculate, so I assume we are in the right location. So let's get that done. Barbarians stole our gold. I imagine it was probably those Northmen from literally just around the other side of the river. Crusader Queens. Abbess General Constantia III. Ursuline Christian. So they're an antediluvian religious order patronized by St. Ursula, introduced to the Americas during the colonial era. I've never heard of this before, but there we go. Unless it might just be fantasy, which would explain a lot. So it's a type of Catholicism by the sounds of it. Led by a woman. Sure, foolish posturing. It doesn't matter us. They actually might go for us, seeing as Quebec did have control over Detroit before our friend, or not our friend anymore, our old friend. Look at that, holy shit. Depraved manipulator, raise levies -20. We hate this guy. Known demon worshipper. He's been outed. Revealed as a worshipper of demons. Maybe we can assassinate him now. Oh man, suddenly Intrigue is kicking in. What's the plot? 72%. Wow. Okay, even with that, people still are unlikely to kill him. Well, let's try and get rid of him and see if we can seize power for ourselves. Alright, I mean, mansion, tax income +2, levy size +10%. We don't have a huge levy anyway, so that's not fantastic. But it essentially does give a bonus to every other building we build as well. So, morale of armies +10%, reinforcement rate +10%, retinue size is not too bad. Fertility +10%. I'm going to go for that because that is a very, very measurable bonus. And will have a significant impact on the campaign if we're getting, you know, guaranteeing ourselves heirs. obviously. My reputation is ruined. Who cares? He's a demon worshipper. People want him dead. I send some gold out. 15 gold for you and 15 gold for my good friend. Oh, 35 gold for Griffin because he's a landed priest. Greedy shit. Oh, people are joining and leaving the plots probably because he's asking them to stop backing plot. Which is, yeah, no, it's all falling apart. Okay, let's stop with that. Alright, so young Prime has the option of becoming patient or cynical. Naturally, we're going to try and go for patient. He got cynical anyway. It doesn't matter too much. Not ideal, but not too terrible. We're going to stick with the stewardship education because unlike almost every other education in CK2, there's the opportunity to level that up by taking the business focus. It's very difficult to level up some of the others. Why would I care about petty feuds? They'll pay immersement. Let's do that. That seems to be a good idea. Or the other one is lose diligent, which obviously I don't want to do. Let's tell a campfire story. Campfire... C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song? Okay, that doesn't really work. I was going to do the whole S-T-O-R-Y, but that didn't fit at all. A freezing wind sweeps through the village. As the fire flares up, the lights up the crowd and gathers for the silence of the evening. This is from the base game, right? I don't know. I'll pass my drink to a servant and call for silence. Friends, I'm glad you have joined me tonight, and I shall tell you a story about a brave warrior. Sex appeal +5 or brave opinion +5. Or we could go for mankind and how we came to be. Zealous and patient. How long does it last? Last 5 years. That's pretty massive. I feel like zealous and patient are all women and brave. I feel like this one's more valuable. I'm going to go for that one instead. It just seems like it would be more of a universally accepted... Oh, God, we're already infirm. Holy shit, really? We're only 51. My God, what a weakling. Okay, well, we can still educate our kids, because as he said, his body's infirm, but his mind's as sharp as ever. So we can still educate Washing Liberty and Prime Liberty. Okay, should have called him Washington, but that's more of the Americanist faith rather than the Rustman here. I love that this is sort of a spin on capitalism to some extent, right? Faux liberty. No, I'm going to call that every single time. Facts liberty. Diplomacy. We can give her... Treat them as equals and we owe her a favor. She's a child. Why do I give a shit about that? Sure, let's give her just then. I think just... A just person that you owe a favor to seems a better... oh, God. You would not. I wonder who could have possibly killed him. No, wait, his whole house is dead. Wait, 6 of his members. Oh, he's got grandchildren. Both of his sons are dead. Vanished without a trace. Vanished without a trace. Known demon worshipper. Overseer Coleman, what have you done? And so it begins. CK2 begins. Is mysteriously perished after becoming suddenly ill. I see. Kill them all. We do not need demon worshippers and foul magic. We have machinery and the power of Ford himself at my back. Do this all night, maybe I will. Maybe you shouldn't. I feel like he's about to die. I feel like we're about to watch another character of ours die. Malays? Oh, we can go on a salvage expedition even if we're old. Let's do it. I'm just gonna... There's Carpe Diem and all that. You know what? We've got to do it before he dies. Oh, nice. Okay. His heir is us. Just like to point that out. That will be my destination. They are... Okay, of course, yeah. Washington. Sure, we'll go for that one. I'm glad I hired Gilbert. Welcome. Battle-hardened warriors. And we will consult... Oh, God, the flu. Try something new, please. Cured of our disease, but gain lunatic. That's fine. Because of infirm, I was not risking having the flu as well. Consult the tech priests. Let's go about it. And we're going to kill that kid off as well. Revenge. Fire and blood. Oh, wait, wrong series. Crusade for Louisiana. Don't really care. We failed, but you know what? That's something. And of course, we can focus on killing the other houses to try and inherit their trade posts. I believe these guys have some pretty good trade posts. Actually, not as good as House Gretson, who have no living heirs. Maybe time for you to die instead. I mean, the man who killed our children. I mean, a 7-year-old boy had nothing to do with the man who used dark magic to kill off the rest of our family. Let's kill off this guy instead so that we can get our prime spotlight position. After all this time. Salvaging, sure. There's another site we can check nearby. That always seems to work for us, right? Many a cave in. Oh, disappointing. We actually didn't get anything. That sucks. Not all salvage expeditions end in success. Sometimes the recovered artifacts are badly damaged. Sometimes they are worthless. Sometimes there isn't anything to salvage because it's been picked clean. Well, this is one of those times. Until next time, then. We're back. Let's leave that one there. I feel like we've done a lot. We've grabbed some land. We're now a landed character, which has opened the game up to us massively. We've got a little bit of salvage. We've got ourselves a nice aluminium engine, which is obviously very nice there. You don't imagine being in Detroit, you get... Maybe if we get a working car. That would be a 10 out of 10. I feel like that seems like the right sort of place for it. thank you for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. It's a very, very different setting to what we normally go for, so it's hugely different. It's going to take a little while for me to get used to some of the mechanics, get up on our feet, and obviously get the Republic going there. I do like Republics because of the succession system, obviously adding another layer of difficulty. You're not guaranteed to keep your realm together, so it's kind of fun with that regard. And adds a little bit of challenge to what would otherwise be potentially a very easy thing. But in the meantime, let's give a shout out to our insane top-tier level patrons who make the series and this channel possible in the first place. A big thank you to Justin Wallace, Harik, Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Baniel Sidini, Conspire T, Crazy Pat, Crosis, Escape, Facundo Vasquez, Heydog, Jimbo, Josh Lundeen, Tesla, Michael Mullen, Necrophil, Palvis Presley, Sean Thornton, Smirtworm, Tom Terry 18, Beckus, Bacchus, Wolfsent, and Zazzy7011. Thank you all for your support in the 10 levels on Patreon. Thank you for making this channel possible in the first place, and thank you for ensuring that we're going to carry on with things. Another series, another day. Thank you. And a shout out as well to Gray, Nathaniel Lundberg, Llewellyn Thomas, Asaro, Betimus Max, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Connie2 and 7, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Haji Damar, Hancock, Harry McGowan, Icy the Great, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Joran DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plott, Nathan Flores, Matthew, Nick, Panther Pearl, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, Seth All the Swede, Shari, Wolfie, Zico, Adam Person, Sidini, Fraser Brennan, Noah Gallimore, and the Insane Pickle 2. Thank you all for your support.